Coach, I love him there. As long as another 45 minutes there, stop him there. Hello, you see him? You see him? No, we've done it before. This is not issue. We've done it before.
For Thomas Partey and Arsenal, for the first time since 2009, they have made it to the semi-final of the Champions League. And that game in 2009, they played versus Manchester United. They were beating in the semi-final. They could go one better and get into the final. They face PSG next, and they will be hoping to overcome PSG, who, by all accounts, are beatable. Aston Villa were able to beat them. Unfortunately, on aggregate, it was not enough. However, the news is that Thomas Partey will not be available for the second leg. Ghanaians are happy with his performance in that two-legged encounter. He was amazing for the Gunners, but he will not be available when they take on PSG on the 29th of April. Barcelona will take on Inter Milan, who overcame Bayern Munich. We'll talk about Partey's performance and we'll get some match reactions from fans who watched the game inside Accra here. Subscribe if you haven't. Click on that notification bell to get more updates. So the noise and the fun and all the talk was about a comeback for Real Madrid. And after that 3-0 beating by Arsenal, Declan Rice's 2 free kicks, and he won the man of the match. It was looking to be an intimidating night. The father of Rodrigo came into Madrid and was talking all that and expecting to see Real Madrid do the comeback. It was something they believed in. The first half, it didn't go according to plan. A penalty missed by Saka, then subsequently denied Mbappe. It could have gone either way. Bukayo Saka came in the second half, and boy, what an amazing finish to a team move. Madrid pushed on, and 2 minutes later, Vinicius Jr. scored 4-1. It was on aggregate. With his celebration, you would have thought that Real Madrid were on the verge of equalizing with their next goal. Maybe he forgot himself. Thomas Partey, unfortunately, was pulled into a scarf for an argument with Antonio Rudiger. He should have known better. That yellow card meant that he would not play, I think, just the first leg versus PSG. Hopefully, it will not be too late by then. PSG are a team who are in form, and they've been playing amazingly well. Hakimi, Dembele, Mendes, probably the best left back in the Champions League this season. Thomas Partey will miss out on that first leg. Maybe there'll have to be plans made for his absence. But a lot of Arsenal fans who probably do not rate him, and I have to say I'm surprised that Thomas Partey is not rated as much, because when he's not in that Arsenal midfield, it's quite clear he is missing. And clearly they will miss him if he doesn't play in the first leg. However, it was a late goal by Gabriel Martinelli that sealed it for the Gunners, and in the end they were able to win 2-1, beating Real Madrid home and away. Madrid have still not been able to beat Arsenal. 2006 they were not able to score against them. They found a way to score, but they've still not been able to beat the Gunners. Bukayo Saka, amazing on the night. After missing that penalty, you'll think that his confidence was down. It wasn't the case. He came back out and he did the job. And an amazing man of the match performance again for Declan Rice, who after those 2 free kicks was probably someone Madrid feared. Their comeback, or Romatunda, who they were talking about, did not happen, and Real Madrid will be left licking their wounds. At the end of 90 minutes, Thibaut Courtois was talking about the fact that they did not play as a team. They were playing as individuals. They were crossing the ball a lot, but they didn't have Joselu, which was a jab at the fact that they needed to play as a team. At the end, Vasquez also said that Arsenal came there to just defend. What did you expect them to do? They were leading 3-0. But that being said, they were the better side even in the first half when it was goalless. And Madrid did not have a single shot on target after 45 minutes. So yeah, who was really the one who came to defend, quote unquote? Arsenal got the win, and in the end, they are through to the semi-final. 5-1 on aggregate. I, for one, did not see that coming. They will probably not be able to beat Barcelona in the final of the Copa del Rey and pip them to the La Liga title, because right now they are left reeling. Barca have a chance to win a treble. Arsenal have a chance to win a trophy. PSG have a chance to win a treble. Inter Milan have a chance to also probably win a double or a treble. Arsenal will know what is at stake. They've never won the European trophy before, and they would want to make history with this young team. Miles Lewis Kelly, he's 18 years of age. Oh my goodness, I cannot believe that. He is so ahead of his age. In the end, the Gunners did a job. In the end, we have our final four. Thomas Partey will be out of the first leg. Let me know your thoughts in the comments box. We'll sample some views from some fans. Subscribe if you haven't. I'll see you guys in the next one.
Your team didn't win. What's your thoughts on the game? Real Madrid are out of the Champions League.
Yeah, seriously, Madrid are out of the Champions League, and I'm in pain right now. So I'm in pain. I was expecting that we could perform a miracle, but it didn't come to pass. I should just admit it that way.
What do you think went wrong for Real Madrid this time around?
Okay, this time around I can say our defense are very, very weak. Yeah, defense are very, very weak. Both the 2 and 3 and the 4 as well. But the 5 is a bit shaky. So for that one there, I can't really tell that we can still do more in this league. Even La Liga and the Copa del Rey that we're going to play, we will still lack more. We lack defenders. Seriously, we lack defenders.
I think now you can clearly say that the Champions League is gone. La Liga is almost gone. Do you still think Real Madrid can win a trophy this season?
Yeah, this season, let me say, we only have 2 trophies down there that we've won. And we are expecting to take the Copa del Rey right now. And Barca is not going to give us a chance because they've done it in Super Cup. Super Cup, they won us 5-2. And Copa del Rey, we are expecting to take it from them. But Barca is informed this season, and I'm not sure we can take the Copa del Rey. But if football, anything happens, anything can happen. Who knows? Maybe slightly can make some mistake and we'll have a go in the net, and that will be the end of the match, and we'll be able to win the cup. Yeah, the Copa del Rey. For that one there, I just admitted that this season there is going to be tough for us.
Your thoughts on the game? 2-1 Arsenal. Arsenal choose semi-finals of the Champions League.
It was obvious, because if you check history, you realize that Real Madrid has never celebrated against Arsenal before. And you know this current Champions League, Arsenal is unbeaten. If you realize the statistics, you realize that Real Madrid has really struggled. They played playoff against Manchester City. And if you look at the game, Thomas Partey really controlled the midfield. If you look at the link-up between Thomas Partey and Rice, if you look at the link-up between Odegaard and Saka, you could see that Arsenal was really prepared to win this game at Santiago Bernabeu. Was really prepared. The boys were really poised to win the game at Santiago Bernabeu. They gave it to them at Emirates. It was a doggy style. They came to Bernabeu. They gave it to them in a missionary style. So it was obvious. It was obvious that Arsenal will carry the day.
Moving forward, do you think Arsenal are contenders to win the Champions League this season?
Obvious. You know, anytime the game they are playing the finals at Allianz Arena and there is an English team in there, then you should know that an English team will carry the day. If you look at the path of Arsenal, there is no chance for PSG to score Arsenal. They play the same game, and if you look at the team Arsenal is having, if you look at their defense, you could even realize that they have a solid team to win the Champions League this year.
Okay, let's talk about the Champions League overall. Which teams do you think will give Arsenal that tough time if they go to the finals?
Barcelona, of course. Barcelona. Apart from Barcelona, I don't think any team can match Arsenal.